Ryan looks cute as what a good boy because Conor's gonna dog walk him. Alright, so bet on it. You guys, everybody that think Conor's gonna beat me, oh, he's streaming, he's doing this, he's doing that, like you said with Barrios, if you think he's gonna beat me, please bet the money. Guess what? I'm gonna collect every amount of it. That part and more.
Conor Benn's newest clips from the gym made their way online, and the reaction from Garcia's corner was anything but flattering. Garcia brushed off any suggestion that Benn brings a real threat, laughing off the matchup altogether and treating the whole showdown like it's barely worth the hype.
At the end of the day, bro, I really gotta step in that ring every time and put my life on the line while you guys watch. You're gonna tell me, oh, I was demotivated? Okay, demotivate your balls, dog. Like, for real though, what the fuck? Were they gonna disrespect somebody that's a multi-millionaire, that's a world-class fighter, that's a humble ego, non-ego man? Like, come on, bro.
That confidence doesn't stop at conditioning jokes. Garcia's setting an even higher bar for himself. He didn't hold back, questioning Benn's gas tank and predicting that things will unravel for him once the fight stretches past round 5.
For you, you're gonna hope it ends in 5 and below, like I'm predicting. You're gonna hope, because if it goes any longer and you get tired like you did Rodriguez and you start getting sloppy, I'm not no Regis, brother. I'm gonna spank you, and it's gonna be like I took off a belt, I put water on it, and I slap you in the face with it. Like, it's gonna, ow, ow. It's gonna be bad.
Why the water then?
Because it makes it pow harder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna spit on it, but then I was like,
yeah, it's a little, yeah, maybe the water's better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. See, I was gonna say spit on that. That would have been gross.
Garcia isn't leaving room for a decision on the scorecards. He says he'd be genuinely disappointed in himself if this fight goes the distance. His mindset is locked on ending things inside 5 rounds. Full stop. In his eyes, there's simply no scenario where Benn's got the tools to survive his hand speed for that long.
So I'll be real. Like, if I don't get him out of there 5 and below, I'm gonna still finish the job and play around with him and beat the shit out of him. But it's not gonna feel as good as me really knocking him out. I'm being serious, man. Like, I'm gonna be vigorously disappointed in myself if I don't get him out. Unless I break my pinky or some dumb then I'm like, all right, well, that's why, you know.
And then what?
Even then, why didn't I knock him out with one hand? You know, he's not that good.
You really don't? You don't think you're underestimating him? Maybe.
No, not at all, bro. Watch him fight.
But Conor Benn made it clear he's not indulging in the noise this time around. He fired back that he's not the same fighter who got caught up in the Eubank fight. This camp, he says, is all business. And as far as Garcia is concerned, Benn brushed the threat aside entirely, calling the whole fight a walk in the park.
And, you know, I just got to prepare so hard and really put myself through it, you know, sort of go through hell and back to just prove I belong at the top. I don't really indulge in the noise. I don't really like... I think the reason why is Eubank was probably... It was so personal and dark.
Benn didn't stop there. He took aim at Garcia's identity as a fighter, arguing he doesn't carry the so-called Mexican warrior heart people often praise. For Benn, it comes down to effort. He insists he pours everything he has into every outing, driven by a responsibility to give fans an incredible fight.
Yeah, of course it does.
Why do you think that?
Because he ain't for the culture, he ain't for the, he ain't got the heart of a Mexican, he ain't got the balls of a Mexican, he ain't got the nitty gritty in him. You know, that's what my views of a Mexican fighter is. Also the culture, the language, you know, it's, I'm all for it. I love giving people value for money. I give 110% in everything I do. I want to be the best fighter I can be. I want to give people memories. I want people to enjoy my career. I'm just a fighter who loves to fight and provide for my family.
When it comes to game plan, Benn's approach is straightforward. Get in there and make an early statement. He's planning to open the fight fast and heavy, throwing everything he's got in hopes of putting Garcia away before things even get going. He made his hope clear. If the finish comes in the opening 2 rounds, he won't be complaining.
Give me your exact prediction. How would you beat Ryan Garcia? And, you know, if it is a stoppage, what round would you predict it at?
I'm coming out fast, I'm coming out heavy, and I'm gonna use everything in my arsenal to try and put the kid to sleep. I'm gonna do everything I can to put him to sleep. I can't say what round, you know, God willing, it comes earlier than the first 2 rounds.
From trash talk to tactics, Sean Porter offered a more analytical take on how the styles actually match up. In his eyes, the setup tilts toward Garcia. His quickness lines up almost perfectly against how Benn operates, which could spell trouble. Porter went far, giving Garcia the edge in a slight favorite matchup with a real chance the night ends inside the distance.
I think that fight, based off of how Ryan Garcia just looked in his last fight, I mean, it looks like he beats Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. You know, the style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred.
Sean Porter offers an interesting take, admitting that Conor's aggressive style could create problems for Ryan. Having shared the ring with Conor during sparring, Porter has experienced his strengths and pressure up close. Yet, despite that first-hand knowledge, he still leans toward Ryan to win. Porter believes Ryan's exceptional speed, sharp timing, and ability to strike from different angles give him the tools to counter Conor's aggression and control the fight.
Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. You know, the style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred. He's much more versatile than we saw in the first fight with Eubank. Comes back in a rematch against Eubank. We see the versatility, we see the speed, the foot movement, and things of that nature. Those were the things that I saw in when I sparred with him, just 4 easy rounds or whatever.
Meanwhile, Teoimo Lopez frames this one as a genuine coin flip, pointing to how rough Benn's night against Progress looked compared to the commanding way Garcia handled Barrios his last time out. That contrast alone, he suggests, is enough to keep the outcome wide open heading into fight week, with neither man's recent form giving a clear edge over the other once the bell rings.
And why honestly that's up in the air, man. That's up in the air, man. I would like to see Conor Benn actually put on a good showing, and good fight. Actually give him some challenge. Obviously Conor Benn didn't look as exciting against an experienced fighter like Regis Prograis. Definitely gave him some fight in that fight. But and then you see Ryan. He's on Barrios. So we see the same Ryan that we saw in Barrios.
Lopez goes further, arguing that if Garcia brings the same sharpness and discipline that defined his win over Barrios, he becomes nearly impossible to beat in this matchup. It's less about raw tools, he says, and more about whether that focus travels with him into fight night. Because on his best day, Lopez believes Garcia simply outclasses what Benn can offer.
The same Ryan that was on Barrios, I think he's unbeatable right now. So it should be a great fight though. Overall, you should definitely tune in, and the only thing that's downside of that is not on the zone everywhere.
Well, Terrence Crawford noted he's questioning Ryan's focus heading into this fight. And to be fair, Terrence, his body looked better at this stage of camp heading into the Barrios fight. Just looking at him physically, his body right now, about 6 weeks out from the fight, looks more like it heading into the upset loss to Rolly.
Even acknowledging the technical gap, Lopez won't count Benn out, pointing to his hunger and relentless work ethic as reasons he could still find a way to shock the boxing world. For Lopez, heart and grit remain wild cards that stats can't fully measure. And against a fighter as gutsy as Benn, that intangible edge could end up mattering more than anyone expects.
Get an example of what it is. You always hear the saying where they say, it's easier to get the belt, but then it's harder to keep it, right? So you always hear that type of saying, and maybe Ryan right now might find out that, right? ideally in the business aspect, everyone wants to see Ryan win. But Conor Benn is hungry. He's in there. He's in the gym every day. He's speaking Spanish to the man, and he's not even Spanish. So, you know, he's not Hispanic. So I think those things show the determination and what it means to Conor Benn. You know, when he